Hello and welcome back to Kitten Up Kitten. Today I am working on All for Love by Denaries from Diamond Art Club. So it is Saturday. It is a lot cooler today than it was yesterday. Yesterday was baking here. We reached 32. So very, very hot. I think today literally about 18 degrees and it's wet. So lovely. So first of all, let's go through what I'm using today. I am using my pen from Amazon that my mum bought me. I have a 6-placer and a single placer with double-sided taping. I'm using my grey Add More Zest tray. And I'm using my favourite cook pot, trash drill pot. And I've also got my storage. I'm using the 24, I think it is. 12, hang on, 8, 16, 20, 28. 28 case, which I hate. And yesterday, when I went to go and get this, two of these had popped up. And I ended up with black drills all in the bottom of my case, which I was not happy with. Before I start, I need to say that I did actually film this yesterday, but screwed it up so bad. I forgot to video in certain spots. So I had to delete it. I'm going to have to start again. So never mind. You know, that's the way it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the questions off the last few questions that I've had in. I have got a lot of taping that I want to get done today. I am going to make a start with the 310. I have multiple pots of 310, so I'm going to use this end one first. Just the way that I work. How beautiful. I don't mind working with 310, I have to say. It's not the worst colour in the world to work with. I actually struggle more with white. So let's just get this set up to go. As you can see, as always, the Add More Zest tray is bloody brilliant. So let's just get these first few in. And I need to turn multiple videos today, just because I've got a lot that I want to get through before I go back to work on Monday. So there we go. That's blinded me for a minute. So let me just straighten up my first few drills. Now, obviously, these first few, you want to try and get these as straight as possible because all the others will sit one way or another because of them. I have noticed, I think that all of these drills in this kit are the new drills. They do fit together very, very snugly. They don't pop, so they're not too tight, but they definitely are fitting together a lot better than the older ones did. I'm not having any issues with gapping. I'm having more issues picking up the right amount of drills. But if I get that line in first, where I want it to be, and then the others will straighten up. I may need to change this tape at some point. I think I had done on one of my previous videos, I had said that I was going to try and see how long the tape lasted for. But I've been using this on multiple whips, so it sort of defeats the object really, so let's not bother. But as you can see, just getting them lined up, beautiful. So just want to get the edges in. I think once I've got that in, once that's straight, I kind of feel like I can then continue with the multi-placing with confidence. Not always the first thing that I do. So now I've got those in, although they're not particularly straight, but never mind. Let's have another go at filming on this canvas. So I'm going to go straight in with the questions. Before I do, I just want to say welcome back if you are coming back. If you are brand new, welcome to my channel, and please do like, subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can be informed when I post up videos. I can't guarantee anything that's going to happen in my videos because anything could happen. Depending on what sort of day I'm having. If I'm having a bad day, it could be a complete shambles. But you never know, dear. You never know till you get started. So let's go straight to those questions because I've got a few to get through today. So first of all, this one is on my intro video on how I was setting up my Heaven and Earth project. If you want to know more about that, please do go and look, but I will discuss stuff on here. So the first one is from Kathleen Mueller. Is it Mueller? HAED is one I'm hoping to do, but I'm not as good with squares yet, so I haven't started saving drills just yet. I think a Heaven and Earth project is bloody fantastic. I think it's one of those things that you can do to challenge yourself. Part of the reason I wanted to do one was just to use those spare drills up, because we get so many, don't we? The biggest tip I can give you is to get up a good storage system early. Do not do what I did and half-heartedly do it and then have to do it all in one go, because I spent, I kid you not, 4 hours yesterday sorting out just the storage for my square drills for my Heaven and Earth project. It was 3 hours the day before. It's a lot of time. So if you do it right from the get-go, get yourself a good system, whatever that may be, and get it set up ready. If you have an idea of the Heaven and Earth project you want to do, getting that information from them on what drills you need and how many you need is a good start, because it helps to know how many you've got to save. Now, I did order some of the larger amounts. I didn't order all of them. I just ordered enough to get me started. But luckily, the larger amounts are colours that we use quite a lot of. So like 823, 310, that sort of thing. And you do tend to end up with lots of those particular drills. So yeah, get your storage sorted early on and stay on top of it. That's all I can say. The sooner you start saving, the better, because converting from a cross stitch to a diamond painting, they do tend to be on the bigger side. I'm having issues with my tape. When don't I have issues with my tape? So that's the best advice I can give you, Catherine. Best of luck with your Heaven and Earth project. I think the sense of achievement that's possible from doing a project like that is huge. So definitely worth giving it a go. So I have given you a like and a love heart. Joanne Fleming. Oh, wow. Okay, so Joe says, I have completed the Little Dreamers tree, full size, max colour. It took 6 months and was the only project that I worked on. It is beautiful, but massive. And I've not yet had it framed. Really enjoyed doing it. My top tip is to wind it drills out around a rolling pin as you go. Good luck. Oh, thanks, Joe, for commenting. Number one, wow. I purposefully chose the mini version because I knew I wouldn't have anywhere to put it. Whereas the mini version is half the size. So if any of you don't know, the Little Dreamers tree max colour, I think it's 238 colours, but it is also massive. I mean, it's 2.5 meters long. The version that I'm doing, the mini, is 1.25 meters long, and that's long. Do you know what I mean? That's huge. So I didn't want to do the full size. I wanted to do the mini version so that I could see the difference between how it comes out compared to the max version. And alongside with Rebecca from Add More Zest, I knew that I would be able to see her progress on hers, and I could then compare to mine. So that was the reason. And also I have space to put the mini version. I have somewhere it can go. And with spending that amount of time, I wanted to be able to display it when I've done, because it is an achievement, isn't it? Let me get rid of that. Flip it over. My drill was upside down. So I think to do something full size, that's amazing. Well done. The fact it took you 6 months, it's going to take me a lot longer to do mine because of me working alongside other things. But it isn't a project that I took on knowing I'd get it done quickly. It's not. And there's also the fact that I am using my spare drills. So at some point I'm going to run out. I'm going to have to wait to build up my colours again. But very, very impressed that you've done it. Well done. It is a stunning canvas. The picture is beautiful. So I absolutely get why you wanted to do it, because it's beautiful artwork. Would love to see a picture at some point if you're able to do that. That would be amazing. The rolling around and round in rolling pin as I go, I've got it currently, I've got the unworked bit wrapped around a foam core, and I do have some what's it called, pipe plagging ready to roll it as I work on it. I'm very aware that I needed to do that, and of course drill side out. Luckily for me, you know, I've watched Rebecca right from the beginning, and I've been following along with her project. So it's been very useful having that to go alongside, and to know the best way to deal with such a big canvas. And it doesn't make it easy, because it is a double-sided tape, which of course doesn't play well if you're constantly rolling and unrolling it. So I try not to. I try to touch it as little as possible. I do need to say that after doing that first initial video, it's the first time that I've actually had it all out. So I couldn't resist. I did actually do some of it. So there will be a whip and ramble on that canvas very, very soon. But thank you so much, Jo, for sharing. I'm obviously filming this after I saw your comment on my customised bookshelf on Facebook as well, in the VIP group. Thank you for your comment. I really did enjoy working on that one. I really did. And I'm not one of these people that does post pictures and stuff up in groups usually, but because it was a customised bookshelf, because I know that Diamond Art Club like to see what you do with these things, I thought I would share. And it was really nice getting a comment from someone that I know, although I don't know you, but you know what I mean, someone that I know. So thank you so much, Jo, for commenting. Really, really pleased. Carp DM does diamond painting. If you wait for the HAED sales, you can get them a lot cheaper. I got Galaxy Girl and The Witch Way for £5 each. You are joking. £5. Oh my God. You see now? Oh, that makes me want to go back and look. You must let me know when their sale is on so I can go and have a look, because I would love to do some others later on. Obviously, I haven't got time at the minute, but knowing that you can get the patterns for £5, I mean, that's an absolute bargain. And what a great way to use your spares. I think it's a fab idea, and I absolutely wanted to do it from the minute that I saw Rebecca was doing it. And when she explained it, it was like, yes, I want to do that. I do need to say I have done counted cross stitch. So working off a chart isn't new to me. However, working on an app to do it absolutely is. I have an understanding from doing the first couple of sections of how much of a job it's going to be. It's not easy, but that's the challenge, isn't it? That's what makes it a challenge, is the fact it's not easy. Because if it was easy, everybody would do it. But thank you for letting me know that, because now I'm going to have to go and have another look. I'll tell you what I would like. I do have some leftover. They are going on so well. I have got some leftover canvas. So I was going to go looking for some little cross stitch patterns that I can convert. If anyone knows of a site where they do smallish ones, because heaven and earth, they tend to be quite big, but I'd like some little ones, not tiny, but small enough just to do little pictures with. Extra points if you can find somewhere that does blank round canvases or printed rounds without drills, because I'd love to be able to use up my rounds as well on something. Yeah. So next question. Thank you very much for commenting. I have given you a like and a love. A liar. This was on my All for Love Whip and Ramble. So she says, I had to buy a thicker pen because I struggled with grip due to my disability. This allows for me to diamond paint for a few hours rather than minutes. Absolutely agree with you. That is exactly why I buy why I brought thicker pens as well, because I have the same issues, having fibro and osteoarthritis. The thin pens do tend to make my hands ache quite badly, and for quite a while afterwards as well. That's what you've got to remember. Some people, it isn't just while they're working that it's uncomfortable. When you have something like arthritis or fibro, you can have that pain for hours or even days afterwards. And what I didn't want was to diamond paint for a while and end up not then being able to diamond paint for a few days because my hands were hurting. So that's exactly why I went to a thicker pen. The video that I did that on was really just to highlight that you don't have to spend a lot of money. I'm very aware that there are lots of people on a budget that can't afford even £12 on a decent pen. So I was just going just on there to show that actually you can do it. I could do a session of maybe an hour with a basic pen. And I know this because I did when I first started, but I couldn't diamond paint for longer than that comfortably with a normal pen, with a normal cheap plastic pen. So that's why I went for thicker ones. But thank you so much for commenting. Lovely to have you there. Thank you very much. Tracy Owen. So Tracy's left me 2 comments, both on the same Whip and Ramble. So she says, I love your videos, whatever you're talking about, you make me laugh. I'm pleased that it's amusing for you. That's the main thing, isn't it? The main thing is I sit here and talk utter rubbish and you guys just listen to it while you're working. You know, we don't want no heavy subjects. I will, if something is important to me, I will, you know, put on my serious head and have a ramble about it. But most of the time it is just that. It is just me chatting shit. Because that's all I know how to do. But I'm glad you enjoy it. And I think it should be fun, shouldn't it? If you know, you wouldn't get together with your mates for a diamond painting session and sit there and discuss world issues. Well, I don't think you would. You know, generally, we're just having a bit of a gossip, aren't we? But I can't gossip because I don't know the people that you know. So I can't do that. But what I can do is just keep you company with some random chit chat. Usually about the weather. but sometimes about diamond painting stuff. It depends. Not sure this is the neatest work I've done, but I do like working with black. I do. I'm strange, aren't I? Loving the 310. Just going to have a swig of my coffee. I do hope you guys have got one. Tracy also says, I have always loved your videos. Me too. I love Diamond Art Club. So I'm guessing this is where I was doing about the budget versus, nearly knocked my drills over, budget versus the higher end companies. I have run out of drills but had no problems with their service. I got the drills fast as I'm in the UK. Hope you feel better soon. Number one, thank you for saying I hope you feel better soon. I'm sure I will. It is just the downside to having, you know, autoimmune conditions. I do love Diamond Art Club. You know, I've made it no secret. I'm not going to apologise for it. It doesn't mean that I can afford them all the time. I can't. And the last couple of orders I've actually done using Klarna so that I could split the payments. You know, I'm not made of money, but I wanted to put across the point that they are worth the money and the reasons why. But that's me. You know, and this Diamond Art Club is what I compare the standard of other diamond paintings against. Now, obviously, I've ordered from Diamond Art Studios. I love their stuff as well. They don't have as much, but their quality, I mean, their drills are phenomenal. They really are. But that is what I'm comparing companies across. And unfortunately, there are lots and lots of budget companies that do very good diamond paintings. They do. What I'm trying to say is be realistic about the quality that you're going to get from those budget companies. Now, I will say my giraffe from Amazon, it has one very, very big upside, but I'm not going to share it now. I will wait until I do the whip and ramble on that particular canvas, because I was pretty astounded. Not that there'll be many whip and rambles. We're going to have to do the voting for the next canvases pretty damn quick, I think. I haven't had a problem with their customer service either. The 2 times that I've had to contact them, they have responded very, very quickly. Yeah, I've not had a problem either so far, touch wood. If I do have a problem, I will be honest about it. But so far I haven't. I am a big Diamond Art Club fan. And while they are putting out diamond art that I love, I will keep buying. Simple as that. Sorry for slurping. Thank you very much for commenting. Calb's Sparkles. Hi there. I wish I knew what your first name was so I could say your real name. I may find out because I've literally today just started watching your videos. Your storage, oh my word, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But let me answer your question first. So, hi there, me again. Hi. Is it possible for you to show how you put the double-sided tape in your pen, please? I can't get on with glue dots. Yes, I can. Let's do that right now. So let me find what I need. Bear with me. Not that one, because I don't want to ruin those tweezers. Have I got a pair? Yes, I have. Let me just grab this pair of tweezers. I've got some double-sided tape in here as well. Okay, so the reason that I switched from glue dots to double-sided tape, I was using wax to start with. I didn't like it. I'm a hard presser, squidges everywhere, can't be doing with it, constantly refilling it, hate it. I then switched to glue dots after seeing it on a one of the Facebook pages, can't remember which. I loved glue dots, they do last for ages, but I find it quite fiddly. And the thing with glue dots is sometimes you can do it and it goes straight in and it works really well straight away. But sometimes it doesn't, and that was driving me mad. And So what I was doing, I then went to use glue dots in the multi-placers when I started multi-placing, and it just would not work. I could not get it to work. So one of my subscribers said, have you tried double-sided tape for your multi-placer? Well, I tried it. I found it so much easier, and it meant that I was able to not only fill my multi-placer, but also fill my single end at the same time, and it was much easier. So this is what I do. This is how I do it. I'm going to put a piece of tape on there like that, and I'm going to stick that edge onto my multi-placer. Okay, just like that. I'm then going to cut that piece off. Now, because I've done this the opposite way on, I may have to add another piece if I can get that to let go. Let go. Right, so I squidge it on that edge, and I then use a pair of tweezers just to pull that cover paper off. Now I've done this is a 9-placer, so I've done it this way round because it's a 9-placer. If it was a smaller placer, if it was the 6, that's long enough, so I would just have done it that way. But for now, this will work. So let's see if I can grab that end. You just need to make sure it's stuck before you pull that edge up. Come on. Why is it whenever you're trying to show someone something, it doesn't work? Oh no, that's not sticking. I'll get there, I promise. Now, I don't find this any harder than doing a glue dot. I actually find it easier if I can get the bloody end out. There we go. So you pull the paper off and it sort of curls up. So what I then do is I then curl it round like that. And then I just start pressing it into the multi-placer like that. Now I am going to show you how to load the single placer as well. I think I have done it on a video before. I just can't remember which one. And then this edge here where I've joined it, look, where I've added it onto that multi-placer, I then just use the tweezers and pull it off and then squish that in the top too. Just like that. And you just squash it down. And you would then prime that. Now, if you do a long bit and it's too long, you would cut the excess off just like you would like that. See? And then dab it on your clothing to give it that bit of sticky. Perfect. The single placer, this is what I do. Let's get a bit of this tape. I don't need all that. Right, so I always do my multi-placer first. If I've got too much and I cut the excess off, I will then use that excess to load the single end. But if not, I stick it to my nail like that. Again, find the edge. If I can get it to roll up from the sticky bit. I'm hoping this is all in shot now. Got it there, I think. There we go, like that. And then you just get left with the sticky bit, and then you just literally pull it off, roll it in your fingers just like you would with a glue dot, get a little point on it, can you see, and feed it into the top like that. And then I use my tweezers again. You don't have to use tweezers, you could use a cocktail stick. So I'm just going to feed it in there. I'm going to squish it in. And when I can't get any more in, I then get a pair of scissors or a pair of cutters like this. These tend to work a little bit better. I just cut the excess off. That's it. That's all you need to do. They are then loaded in. Give them a bit of a prime on your clothing to get rid of that stickiness. and you're ready to go. So let's try this pen so I can show you. It is no different to a glue dot. You may need to, it may get sticky again and you might need to reload it, but it's no harder. And in actual fact, I think it's easier. Let's try this one. I've got to bear in mind that this is a 9 placer. I don't normally use a placer that big. I think 7 is usually the biggest that I go for, but let's try it. I'm not going to pick up 9. Job done. There you go. Not very neatly, but job done. Simple as that. Now, I have seen somebody on one of the groups or a video, can't remember which, had said that they were using... All right, Peps, let me just let this dog out. 1 second. Although it's chucking down with rain, so... Yeah, she went chasing after a cat. It's absolutely chucking it down out there. What a difference from yesterday. So yeah, that's how you load a pen with double-sided tape. Now, it actually works out cheaper. I brought 3 rolls of double-sided tape from the works for £1.50. So it actually works out cheaper than glue dots. It lasts just as long. When it stops getting so sticky, I either trim off the top layer if I've got quite a bit, and it will then be sticky again, or I will pull that out, turn it over, put it back in. I can do that a couple of times and it will last for ages. So let me just use this one for a bit. I mean, I'm not sure I'm picking up 9. But it's just the same as your glue dot. You know, if you find that it's not letting go of the diamonds, you give it a little bit of a tap on your skin or your cover paper or your clothes, and it works. Oh, still got too many on there. I've got 4. Yeah, I think because it's a bigger surface area, I find double-sided tape a lot easier to use than glue dots. Absolutely. So there you go. That's my tip. I hope that has helped. But yes, going back to your storage, it looks amazing. I'm really enjoying going through some of my subscribers who have got YouTube and watching their videos. Absolutely love it. Villica, 2 comments. First one, love the nails. Well, thank you. You know, my nail tech's not bad. What can I say? They do need redoing. That they are growing out. I can't be bothered, but they do need redoing. But thank you. She also said, "Dear Sam, I hope your health issues will be solved soon. Loved the video and the nails." Thank you very much, Villica. I'm hoping so, because I don't like being ill. I'm not an ill, but I'm not a very good patient. Like I said, I'm not great. I'm hoping to go back to work on Monday. It is Saturday at the minute. So at the minute, I'm just trying to do what the doctors told me. Take the tablets, take the medication, drink plenty and rest up. I just want a good night's sleep. I just want to be able to go to bed and not get up 4 times in the night to go to the toilet. I will know more once we get the blood test back. It is what it is, you know, whatever it is, I will deal with it, just as I do everything else. But thank you very much for commenting and for wishing me well. Sharon Wildboar, another great video. Hope the doctors sort you out soon. Have a wonderful weekend, Sam. Oh, thanks, Sharon. Me too. Hope so too. Not really doing much this weekend apart from diamond painting, but that is a wonderful weekend, isn't it? You know, my idea of heaven is having a weekend to diamond paint, because I don't get it normally. And I have done quite a bit this weekend, so I'm just chilling. Isn't it lovely that you can rest and diamond paint at the same time? I mean, that's got to be better than some hobbies, isn't it? If I was playing golf, I wouldn't be able to play golf if I was poorly. Not that I'd be doing anything where I've got to walk around that much, to be fair. But it is nice to have a hobby that you can do when you're meant to be resting. So thank you very much for commenting. Elsa J, also someone else that I've been watching today. Oh dear Sam, I hope you feel better soon and that the doctor can help you out. Thank you, Elsa. I'm listening to you on my phone today, and tiny keyboards aren't meant for typing long comments. I'll get back to you on our drill comparison at a later point. Thank you so much for commenting, Elsa. I absolutely agree. From somebody who loves her long nails, phone keyboards are not made for it, are they? Bearing in mind that I do all of my editing on my phone as well. So that can be amusing sometimes. I've just picked up way too many for that. So I'm just going to pull them off. I wouldn't normally work with a 9 placer. I may have to switch it out in a minute. Go back to my 6. My favourite size placer is actually a 4. I think that's the perfect size for me. I'm chucking drills all over the place at the minute. But I will need to... I am liking the pen though, so I'm going to switch pens. So let's just move that one over. Let's use that pen. So there you go. This blue pen also came from Amazon. So I'm just going to trim this up a bit because it was losing its sticky a bit. If that doesn't work, then I will put some more tape in it, and then you'll get twice on a video that I've put new tape in. That's better. I think the 9 and that, I mean, I've seen people use like 14s and 15s and everything. I don't think I could. 4 is my favourite. 6 is the next. I find, especially when you're doing blocks like this, 6 is plenty big enough for me. So that's what that's a little bit sticky. Thank you very much. The drill comparison, absolutely, I am interested to know. It's something that I think that I should know. Incidentally, I am working my way up your videos. I didn't realise, A, that you were a YouTuber, and B, that you've been diamond painting for so long. So actually, I appreciate your help more than ever, because you're a seasoned vet. What better person to get info from than someone who's been diamond painting for as long as you have. So I have been on today and subscribed. So now I can watch you when I need to diamond paint and relax. So I look forward to seeing more of your videos, Elsa. Thank you very much for taking the time to comment again. Kelly Ripper, have to say a shout out because she's left me her emojis again. Thank you. Sparkle with Jackie. Hi Jackie. I'm hoping to do a HAED canvas for cross stitch and diamond painting. Just need to do more squares. Lots of kisses and love your channel. Oh, thank you for loving the channel. Always like to see remarks like that because it means I'm doing something right. I would absolutely say give the conversion a go. I only did, I think, I did 2 square diamond paintings before I started saving. Now, out of the 2, if I could only ever do one type of drill for the rest of my life, I would pick square. There's something about getting those square drills down that is just beautiful. I don't know if it's the click that you get sometimes. I don't know if it's the finish or what it is, but I prefer squares. However, I do like rounds because they're quick. Look, I've made it too sticky now because I've cut that excess off. Let's move that down. I do like rounds for the simplicity of it. It is a lot quicker. And of course you can get much more. You can get many more diamond paintings in round drills than you can in square. but I enjoy both for those reasons. And I do like to have a round diamond painting to do as well as the square, because it gives me a break. You don't have to think about rounds quite so much, do you? So that's my 310 done. Can I get them all in this pot? No. So let's close that one. And I'll fill that one up. You see my classy way of getting my drills out. I'm a true British person, you know. If it doesn't work, whack it. That's pretty much how that goes for me. So thank you for that. Okay, I'm just going to grab, I've got 5 white drills here. So I am literally just going to grab those. I'm not going to bother multi-placing them because it's only 5. But if I get those in, and then I've only got the coloured ones to do. That was a wonky. How wonky was that? Tidy it up. Tidy it up, Samantha. What are you playing at? Thank you very much for commenting though, Jackie. If there's anything I can help you with, please let me know. But go for it. Why not? It's you know, we've got to do something with these spares, haven't we? We've got to do something. So yeah, definitely give it a go. Thank you very much for commenting. I'm going to give you a thumbs up and a love just so you know it's been answered. Sarah Morris, she says it's so hot in Oxford, UK. I can imagine. Thursday was pretty warm. Yesterday though, I think we hit 32 where I am. It's so bloody warm. Poor dog didn't get a walk because even last night, like 8:30, 8:45, it was still really hot. And although she whines a bit if she doesn't get a walk, I'd rather not risk her health to do it. Do you know what I mean? So that is, thank you very much to everyone that commented. That is all of the questions that I've had in the last few days. So not quite sure what I'm going to talk about now. But what I am going to do is I'm going to do this purple first, just because it's there. So yes, yesterday I had this little case in my work bag because I'd taken it to work with me in the hopes that I would get a chance to do a bit last weekend. Well, yeah, that didn't happen. And yeah, 2 of the pots had come apart and I had black drills all in the bottom of my case. I was watching someone's video this morning and they were saying about how if you press the catches out a little bit, it can help fit them tighter. But I think it's just a case of I need to be careful with what I'm taking to work and how I'm taking it. It was on its side, so I'm not particularly helping, am I? Oh, yeah, that does not want to come off. There we go. Got there. Like I've said before, it's not my favourite storage. I literally used it because I had nothing else. So it is a last ditch storage solution, to be honest. It's not something that I use regularly. And in actual fact, I had the first storage that I ever had was the Tic Tac boxes. And the reason I didn't like those was because the catches are quite small on them, and it just hurts my hands. So the tip that I saw today, which I think, if I remember rightly, let me just get my questions back up again. Who was it that I was watching? It was Cal Sparkles. She said if you push these little catch bits out a little bit, it can make them, you know, you want it to click. I'm just not a fan. I just don't think they're the best storage option out there. But you know what? I'm not going to be using it for very long. So let's do the 9 first, because the 3 are a AB and as you know, I like to do my ABs last, just because I'm using well-used tape, etc. by that point. So I'm going to get my first one in like that, and I'm going to get the next one in like that. I have to say my multi-placing is getting better. It is one of those things that comes with practice. And I did toy with the idea, because this one is a gift. I did toy with the idea of doing a single placing video. I might do that on one of the smaller. I may do a whole series where I just single place, because it is neater, no doubt about it. But I am getting better. And it does mean, of course, that I can get through diamond paintings a little bit quicker, and that gives you a bit more to look at. At the moment, it is raining pretty steadily. I had said to my husband that I would walk Pepper today if the rain lets up enough. I'm not going to walk her if it's continuously chucking it down, because I'm not that keen on walking around in wet weather. There's also the fact that because if it's raining as well, she's got quite long fur at the moment. She's due for a groom, and it's a bit of a mare getting her dried before she goes running around on the furniture. So oh, I could not get that one to go in. So yeah, I may walk her if we get a break in the rain long enough later on. I just don't want to be having to dry her off, because although my husband manages to do it quite easily, I do struggle. Look how nicely together those drills fit though. I mean, they are just perfect. I've got one sticking up there somewhere. That's the only thing I don't like about multi-placing, is they don't always stick down properly. But to be fair, you can rub your fingers over and feel it, but they fit together. They're definitely the newer drills. They definitely do fit together much nicer without popping. So really enjoying doing this one. It's beautiful colours. I'm loving the bright colours in it. I can't wait to get some of those other ABs in there as well. But it's such a quick, you know, this one's going to be such a quick one to do. So my plan is to do 4 whip and rambles on this canvas, 1 per row. I think the giraffe will probably only be 2, possibly 3 whips, because it's so quick. It's also a round, at least with the square, it, you know, you've got a little bit longer. But with the round drills and it being so small, I don't think I'm going to get more than 3 if I'm lucky. But it will be done quick. That's the main thing, because I need to get it done and framed, as it is a gift. There we go. Getting a lovely little click. You may not be able to hear it, but I can. What are you all up to today? What's happening in your part of the world? What's the weather like? Are you doing anything special? Are you working on a gift for someone? Or are you just enjoying the chance to sit and diamond paint for a bit? Hence why I want to get all my filming done early today, because that means I can then sit, catch up on some programs. It will be YouTubing today. Don't know if anyone else does this. I very often go on these little binges where I add loads of people on YouTube, but don't actually watch full videos for quite a while. And then every now and again I'll go through and I'll take off, just like I would with me wardrobe. You know what they say? If you go through your wardrobe and you haven't worn something for 6 months, just get rid of it. That way you minimise how many clothes you keep. I'm the same with YouTube. If I follow someone and I haven't watched one of their videos for at least 6 months, I tend to take them off. I might re-add them at some point, but recently I've not had as much time to watch, so I've got a fair few on there. I have my favourites, you know, you all know who my favourites are. But sometimes, you know, if I haven't watched somebody, or I'm only watching it for a little bit, and please don't think that I'm being big-headed here, you know, if you're not watching my videos regularly and you want to unsubscribe, please do. I don't want anyone to stay out of pity. I don't need that. I'm quite happy if you don't want to. But I have sat this morning because I was getting prepped for the filming and thought, do you know what? I followed people because they followed me. So today I'm going to go through and I'm going to watch some of everybody's videos because I need stuff to watch too. And, you know, I love me a kitting up. So if you are on YouTube and you do kitting ups and kitting downs, not necessarily whip and ramble, whip and chats, you know, some people don't like to do them and I absolutely get that. But if you do kitting up and kitting downs or reviews, I do like my review videos. I know they can get a bit boring, but I like to be able to see what's out there, and that gauges what I'm buying. So please, if you do videos like that, let me know. Give me a comment. As always, I invite everybody to leave comments, questions, etc., because I will answer them on the next Whip and Ramble. Helps me have something to talk about. Okay, so we're on to these beautiful green ABs. Can't lie, I am enjoying doing this one. Look, I've left 4 ton of those blue drills behind. I think this is because my tray needs a bit of a wipe. So I'm going to do that right now. Let me get these drills that are stuck. Oh, they're proper stuck. There we go. Right, I'm going to give my tray a little bit of a wipe over. So let me see if I can find some sheets. So I'm sure you guys probably don't have the same kind of things that I do. So what I use, if all else fails, every now and again, just take your tray, wash it up, okay, and then leave it to dry. But what I'm going to do, because I'm going to reuse this, I'm actually using some prep spray, which is isopropyl alcohol, and I just give it a little bit of a spray. I use the cloth that I have that I use for my Goo-Gon. I just give it a bit of a dry. Like that. Oh, that smells nice. You might not think it smells nice. I have an addiction to nail products. Oh, and then dryer sheet. I don't know why. I saw this tip that if you use a dryer sheet, it stops your drills from sticking. That's it. Bit of a clean. I'm going to leave them out because I'm going to do the other ones while I've got it out. So let's tip some of these. So there's my tip for today. Every now and again, give your drill tray a clean. And it's purely because you do end up with like wax or sticky or whatever on your drill tray. It does happen. So every now and again, giving it a bit of a wipe over will help. Oh. I think my glue dot might be too sticky. Right, that's that one. I'm pretty sure that definitely should have 4, 5, There we go. Might be a bit of a tight fit. I think that's probably my drill placement, because that should be a 5, not a 4. Is it going to fit in there? Yeah. So just squish them down a little bit. It does happen sometimes, especially if you've got a slight overhang, which is easier to get when you're multi-placing than it is when you're single placing. You can kind of end up where you haven't got quite enough room for the amount that you need, because you've overlapped onto a section somewhere along the line. So yeah, just make sure that you can use a straightener. I just used my pen to make sure they were in line. There we go. Beautiful. So the rest of today, like I said, waiting to see if the weather calms down a little bit, just so I could take the dog for a walk. I've got some housework to do, boo, obviously. Here is my tip for getting your housework done. Keep your diamond painting out and just say to yourself, I'm going to go for half an hour in this room and I'm going to tidy up. And at the end of that half an hour, let me just sort this drill out. You can go back to your diamond painting and do a section. That's what I do if I'm here all day and I've got all day. Otherwise, I would sit here for hours and I'd just watch YouTube and random TV and just diamond paint for the sake of it. So yeah, reward yourself. And the only downside today is I can't diamond paint outside like I was yesterday, because I do like it when it's nice weather. I would rather be sitting outside if I can. Who wouldn't? You know, we don't get a lot of great weather in the UK. So when we do, you've got to do as much outside as you possibly can. Oh, it will not release those. Let me just dab that on. I'm going to single place those missing ones. Did not want to let go. Yes, getting in there. The only problem with doing multiple videos in a day is knowing what to talk about. It's not easy. You know, lots of people, anybody who does YouTube knows that it is not easy coming up with content all the time. It really isn't. I mean, I wouldn't say it's not enjoyable, because I do enjoy doing YouTube. I do enjoy doing the videos. And I really like the fact that I've got people that really enjoy it as well, because it drives me to do more. But I wouldn't say it's a horrible job, but it's not easy. It's not easy coming up with something to say every time you do a video, and especially if you're doing multiple videos in the same day. So big shout out to anyone that does YouTube. You know what it's like to try and fill the sound on your videos. Not the easiest thing to do. I always, when it comes to doing ABs, I always do my ABs last. This pen is not liking these ABs. Let's do that. If the thing is you end up single placing them, just single place them. It's not the end of the world. But I definitely, going back to the chat about multi-placing, I definitely couldn't do large amounts at once. I'd be forever straightening them. I mean, I do with the 6s. I very often find that I'm having to... Oh, I just want to let go. I'm just going to switch to single placing for a minute. Oh, I've got 2 together there. Separate those. I am loving how tight these are. I mean, you don't want them so tight. I think I saw that Diamond Art Club said that the glue does shrink after a few days. So when you do your drills, you need to have a slight gap between each of them, because the glue will shrink, and if they're too tight they will start popping. But at the same time, the less gaps you've got, the better the picture comes out, I think. So I'm really pleased to see the difference. These are definitely, you know, if I can compare these to the first Diamond Art Club picture I did, the spacing is much closer, much neater. I think I saw that they'd also tightened up the grid as well to make it tighter, which I guess is probably easier to do if you hand chart, because you can alter it much more easily than you can if you are doing it by computer, I guess. I don't know, that could be complete rubbish, but I've definitely noticed a difference in the spacing, particularly on this kit. And it is so much harder to get squares right, isn't it? So much harder. So at the minute I'm sort of sitting here. I think what I'm going to do is the next whip and ramble I do on this canvas, I will put up the options for the next square canvas, and I will do the round one, I think, on my next one on the giraffe, because that's not going to take me so long. So you know, I need to do it so that I've got my option ready for when I finish it, which will probably be a couple of days. But yeah, so next time I do a whip and ramble on this one, I will put up the options for the next square canvas so that we can get voting on that. But I shall do that on the next round one, because that one's not going to take me so long. I have got a couple of drills in this tray stuck together with wax, obviously from the last time I worked on it. This tray smells amazing right now. All you can smell is the softener. Love it. So I'm hoping when I go to pour these drills back in that they pour in a lot easier. I do sometimes, sometimes if I haven't diamond painted for a couple of days, I do wash my drills. I have washed them in warm soapy water before and just left them to dry naturally. That works just as well. You don't have to buy anything special. Just give them a bit of a wipe out now and again, you know. Gets rid of any dust as well. We don't want dust collecting on your drills. If anyone saw my my whip and rambles on my fan cells trees, you will know that the dust was the bane of my life on that canvas. Right, last few going in, if they'll release from my tape. Possibly not. Let's single place them. So that is it for another whip and ramble. Very pleased with how this is turning out. It's a lovely, lovely canvas, and a very, very important image, I think, for anyone this time of year. And I know my daughter will absolutely love it for her bedroom. I mean, it's such bright colours, it's gorgeous. And if any picture should have 6 ABs, it should be a Pride one. There we go, all finished. It's looking good. Absolutely love it. So let's see how these drills... No, they're still sticking. Never mind. Someone I saw had a little brush that they use to brush the drills off. But to be fair, if I try and get anything else in this pot that I've got, I mean, it's jam-packed. Literally jam-packed with everything that I've got. So that is it for the whip and ramble on the All for Love canvas. I think you'll agree it's looking beautiful. Oh, it's so nice. Love it. I'm literally just making sure I've got them flattened all down, because that is the downside. I'm sure if you multi-place, you will have the same problem. You sometimes get drills sticking up a little bit because they haven't attached fully. But I'm sure you'll agree it's turning out beautifully. Really, really pleased. So thank you for joining me today. I do hope that you will join me for the next video. I will be back very, very soon. As always, please do hit that like, that subscribe, and that notification bell to get notified of when I next post. And I will see you all very, very soon. It is, as always, over and out from this Kitten Up Kitten. Bye-bye.